I'm wanting to make a mallet for my son out of a piece of tree that's out in the backyard.
Okay.
And so I want to
So
turn it wet, and I want to put something on there that's going to slow it down drying so that it'll
so if you use a diluted solution of denatured alcohol and boiled linseed oil on your as the finish for it to go in, it'll push out the water molecules and the cell fibers. It'll cure, it'll bond with the wood, and that'll slow down the moisture release as you're waiting for it to finish drying.
Okay, because I wanted something, you know, I want to make something for him out of this piece of wood that's still standing out there.
Right.
And I want to make it and him be able to use it, you know, in a reasonable amount of time.
Hey, Dane, what I'd be stepping your toes if I said that you don't want to dry it real fast.
No, you do not.
So don't put it in the sunlight. Don't put it in the breeze. Don't put a fan on it. I take mine and put it in a bag, a brown paper bag of shavings, and I put it back down the floor to shop. And about once a week, open it up and let it breathe.
Don't wrap it, and do not wrap it in cellophane because that'll cause mold to grow.
Yeah,
So
I found out that the thicker the wood, the slower it has to grain, because you need to leave the inside to catch up with the outside. So you want the outside to slow dry, so the moisture from the inside goes towards the outside to dry. You try and dry it too fast, it's gonna crack immediately.
Because the water inside is trying to
escape.
escape.
A plastic grocery bag either.
No.
Oh, plastic grocery bags are a waste of your time, money, and effort.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, we've got a store here called Winco that actually still has the pick size grocery bags, paper ones. And I always grab a few extras when I go there.
Yeah, we go to Whole Foods for some novelty items for the dinner, because the food I have to eat now, and they don't have plastic bags in their building, not at all.
Yeah.
It's way to go.
Yeah.
All right, hope that helps you out, sir.
I use brown paper bags when I'm drying on, you know, in the microwave, and we covered that, I don't know, a couple meetings ago, several months ago or whatever. We had a big discussion on that. But I use the brown paper bags in that process, and the reason why you do that is so that it retards the moisture coming out of the wood, so it regulates it. You know, like Alfred's saying, is you don't want the outside to dry quickly and, you know, much quicker than the inside. You want it all to dry evenly, and that's how you avoid cracking. So there's no reason why you couldn't use a brown paper bag in the long term if you're just letting it dry naturally too.
Yeah.
And we're out to save a few bucks. A guy the other day I spoke with, he wanted to take me to task because we talk about sealing green wood before you turn it. And he said he can't afford that anchor seal because of the cost.
Yeah, I don't use that. I don't use that stuff at all. I just throw it in the shop on a pile, and if it's dry, it's dry. If it cracks, it cracks. And
I paint mine with latex paint. I got a ton of latex scraps.
Yeah.
And you can get a quart of latex paint, the odds and ends at Home Depot for $3. Yeah, you don't know what the color is and how it's going to work, but it's latex paint. Latex paint.
Yeah, you know, you find people using wax and they try and melt it and drip on it. That's too much. But as you said, Captain, that's the best way. All you want to do is seal the ends of the straws, so that you slow the drying. And latex paint is perfect for that. You know, you just need to cover that so that moisture doesn't escape from there.
Yeah, you can use latex paint, or you can take the cheapest Elmer's glue you can find, water it down, about half water and half glue, and that works great too. Anything that's going to seal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that latex paint works great. Alfred, you know, I put that post on the DOS site about my buddy who's giving away some of his wood. I got a bunch of his wood a while back. A couple of years ago, he gave me half a shed of his wood that he was getting rid of, and it was all painted with pink latex paint, and it box elder and cherry and all kinds of stuff, and it turns just fine right through that.
Yeah,
that big
exactly.
latex paint. And I know right where it came from.
Yeah, I know people actually who what they do is they use the latex paint and then they put a sheet of newspaper right on the paint and leave it like that. And once it dries, actually the newspaper seals it more than the paint, you know, kind of a added insurance to seal it. The whole thing is you wanna seal the ends where it's gonna dry faster. Whatever you use, it doesn't matter. The cheapest, better.
We just lost our friends at Anchor Seal. They're gone.
It's gotten so expensive, it's ridiculous, you know, to buy.
Eddie, can I just jump in on that one?
Say again, Mark.
Yeah, can I just jump in on that one? Because there's a lot of talk about people using anchor seals and various other things. Nobody's actually asked about this log. If this log is 2 foot wide, anchor sealing both ends, it's going to take him years to dry. The best thing to do, if it's a big log, is quarter saw it, get the thing cut into blanks ready, and then seal the ends of it. And if he's only making a mallet, he only wants a piece, a chunk out of a quarter sawn log that's about 4 inches. So really, if he gets it quarter sawn and he gets his blanks cut, then he seals the ends, or he even turns it and seals the ends, it will still hold out. But if you leave that pith in the middle, you're going to get cracking from the center.
Yes.
So really, the advice from my side listening to that is, what is the log that is in the garden that you're trying to turn into a mallet? Because it will be a long time if you just anchor seal the ends of it and it's the base of a trunk of a tree.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Yeah.